6:15. Tomorrow morning we're davening at 6:10. Now for a very brief Devar Torah. This week's parsha we have that Moshe realizes it's one of the hardest things for a leader to recognize is he's not going to be around forever. He has to train the next generation. Pinchas is chosen to come after Eleazar, and Moshe has to choose his successor, which will be Yoshua. And he has to choose somebody who's not just a guy who wants to be popular. That's not what's going to happen. Pinchas is chosen because he did the right thing at the right moment, even though I'm sure there were people who said, but you're a murderer. You murdered these people. But he did what he had to do because of the moment. Yoshua, again, had to make decisions that were not always popular. Remember that he was one of the two who stood against the other scouts when they gave the bad report, because he said, no, they're wrong. And because he was willing to take that unpopular stand, and he was able to be the leader of the Jewish people. This is something that's brought home to us, that a leader might be popular when he's brought in, but he knows he's going to have to make unpopular decisions. George Washington, for instance, knew he had to make a certain treaty with the British. It was called the Jay Treaty, which was extremely unpopular. And George Washington, by the way, was burned in effigy here in New York over that treaty. So it tells you that as popular as he was, and as great leader as he was, he knew I have to make certain decisions, and just the way it is. No, it's actually downtown, and I forgot which part. But it's nowhere near other places. But the point is that what Moshe has to choose in the next leader was somebody who would know how to speak to people, but also will have to make hard decisions. Just something for us to think about. Kaddish Rabbanim.